Alright, welcome back to Crypto Castaway. Thank you guys for watching. Today we have a pretty great show. Some of you may notice that my background's changed a little bit. I'm actually in my shed, recording studio, and it's a great quiet place. Today we're talking about Bitcoin's mainstream adoption. When people ask me about Bitcoin, they say one of a few things. Is that crazy internet money? Don't people use that for like drugs and dark market web things and guns and the whole Silk Road nonsense? Why don't you just stick to your 401k or a Roth IRA and pull it out when you're 60 and that'll be great, right? It's so volatile though. If I invest in it, am I going to lose all of my money? These are all excellent questions. The answer to all of them is maybe. Over the course of about 2 years, I've had thousands of conversations about Bitcoin. A lot of them are just sort of, yeah, that's interesting, good luck with that, the polite way to handle it, where they're like, yeah, that's great, and then they roll their eyes when they walk away sort of thing. A few of them have an outward sense of judgment or entitlement about what they know in a different ecosystem. That ecosystem is usually banking. Those conversations are generally just hurtful and a bit naive. An even fewer amount of the conversations end with energy and genuine interest. Those conversations are empowering. Those conversations are progressive. The balance is beginning to shift. I'm having more and more people talk to me about them being interested in this as a long-term investment strategy. Ebbs and flows with the price. And ultimately, a lot of people are interested in making a quick buck, and that's fine. Bitcoin is not right for everybody. Bitcoin cuts through the model of inflationary wealth creation assets. Things that are tied to interest rates and debt and a lot of different mutual funds and different things that are all supposed to be correlated together, but it has sort of turned into a tangled mess. Nevertheless, those things are the backbone of the gross domestic product that the United States in particular sees. This domestic product is designed to grow to infinity, year over year, decade over decade, continuously. And now what has that done to the US dollar? In 1930, your dollar could essentially buy you a week's worth of groceries. Now that's something that everybody buys, so it's a good relatable topic or item. How much does it cost you in groceries per month now? $500? $1,000? I don't know, it depends. But it's definitely not $1. I want something that shrinks, that becomes scarce. So do a growing amount of others. A lot of people think that Bitcoin is just for the lucky, the tech-savvy people or the criminals that didn't get caught, that were in it early enough to buy it at pennies or even single or double-digit dollars, and now they're millionaires. Good for them, awesome, right? Wrong. There is plenty of room for this to grow. We are currently in its infancy. I see a lot of quotes out there, but this one I find the most interesting. You haven't missed the ship. The ship is still being built. The ecosystem is still being fleshed out. Investment vehicles and institutional custodians are still building products for the average investor. Not everybody just buys Bitcoin. Though that would be great, people feel that they need a trusted name behind the funds or behind the pseudo assets that they're going to purchase. One specific instance of this is Grayscale. Now they have a Bitcoin and Ethereum funded fund that is essentially backed by 1/1000th of the price of the actual asset, and they're publicly traded. Now people buy that a lot because they trust that it has value. They don't have to buy Bitcoin, they can just go through their normal E-Trade or Vanguard accounts and purchase this product. This is happening all over the landscape right now. Companies of the like of Fidelity Investments, JP Morgan Chase, Twitter, Facebook, and about 1,000 others know that this wave is coming. They know that digital assets are the next big thing. Bitcoin is the best performing asset this decade. From its creation until this point, no other asset has outperformed its growth, its price action, and its returns. I want to talk about millennials. I myself am a millennial. I believe in simplicity and maximization. This might sound harsh, but often millennials are viewed as the threat to the way things were done yesterday. From those threats have spawned a much different thinker, a more vigilant character. We are the thinkers of tomorrow. We are the minds that will lead this world into the future. We believe more means more freedom, more time, more progress, more space, and more self-trust. We leave behind more confinement, more boundaries, and more trust of others. Now, the title leads you to believe that I think Bitcoin will be adopted by the mainstream. And that's a bit misleading because it already has been. We have already started on that path. Whether you, the viewer, see it or not does not matter. It's already happening. The companies that set the trend financially for the future are on board. They're telling you they're not, but they really are. It's a sleight of hand thing. They're going to say, look at what we're doing over here. Bet Bitcoin's bad. Sell it. Who would buy this? And on the side, they're buying it up super cheap. Relatively speaking, that is, to when this thing really starts to boom. I know it's hard to believe. Like I've said before, you will understand if you own it. Go buy some. Understand what it's like to hold Bitcoin. Relative to how much potential it has, it is cheap. On the next episode, I'm going to go over the simple ways to buy Bitcoin. How to get on board, how to get yourself set up, how to become a Bitcoiner. Do not let fear override your decision making. Thank you guys very much for watching. This is Crypto Castaway, signing out. Peace.